which I won't make.
Okay, we're on. Here we are, live.
Hey, hi. Ooh, hi.
After 9 segment. You're
How
playing
are you?
pickleball today, you were telling me.
Yes, I am. I'm
Cool.
going. So,
Are you, do you ever go to Tecumseh? You know, they opened their new pickleball courts there.
well, I think they're breaking ground for those in Lacasse Park, but I do play in Tecumseh. As a matter of fact, I was playing there yesterday afternoon. It was nice. But yeah, Barry and Stephanie Zuckelman, look at them, philanthropists supporting this community, $100,000 going towards the courts there. It's good to see. It's going to be a bunch at Forest Glade. And yeah, in the meantime, yeah, we need to get some indoor ones in Windsor. Indoor.
Right. What are you going to do in the winter?
I'll play as much as I can. There's a few locations, but yeah, Windsor needs a dedicated indoor pickleball facility.
Well, especially since it's been taking off, right?
Fastest growing sport in North America.
It pretty much is. And look at you in at the ground floor.
You know that, not really, but my friend was telling me there's actually an app where you can go and look for somebody that is into pickleball. And if you're going to their country and you're a pickleball enthusiast and they're a pickleball enthusiast and you're going for like a tournament or just want to go play, they will let you stay at their house like with them. And then you play pickleball and then you return the favor if they're traveling.
Because how bad a person can you be? You play pickleball.
I don't know.
Like that says everything.
Right?
Wow.
Bizarre. Like,
Wow.
there's an app for everything.
There sure is. There sure is. Okay, let's get the comments going here. Yes. Good morning, Sheila.
Hi,
Thanks
Sheila.
for
Yeah.
tuning
Nice.
in. Yeah.
Well,
Wow. Okay, so that's your pickleball day today. How many days a week do you play pickleball?
as many as I can, usually at least 3. I gotta move. If you
And
don't
what
move,
about your golf league?
you're screwed. Golf is done. Golf
Oh,
has wrapped. It has wrapped up. So
okay.
yeah, I gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move. You go to the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my gym membership because I've got a treadmill and weights at home. So I'm gonna play pickleball. But see, my problem, I do so well, and then I do a whole weekend where I drink tons of wine and eat tons of chips, and then I'm like, oh great. Well, that just didn't help, did it?
No, but this is why we work out,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
It's called a balanced lifestyle.
Oh,
You
no.
do one so you can do the other.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 Okay. It's true though, because you got to have some fun.
Yeah,
I know.
absolutely. Okay, let me ask you this. How about this? Does it seem like people are always trying to stay busy? They got a jam-packed calendar. I'm doing this, then I'm going to this meeting, then I got this, then I've got this event, then I'm going to do, and then it's as though, sometimes being busy automatically means you're successful or you're popular, or you're productive, or you're driven. But, a lot of these people may be tired and on the brink of burning out. And I think before COVID, that was more true than now. But maybe because of COVID, the concept now, Leah, of slow living is starting to pick up steam as something good. Now, it doesn't mean you don't play pickleball. It just means you're not doing as much of like the scheduling as you used to do. There are now more than 3.5 million posts for hashtag the art of slow living on Instagram, and things like self-care, me time, saying no to invites are now being celebrated on social media. So, slow living fans argue that life is better when you can appreciate things as they happen rather than manically ticking things off your to-do list. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
it's funny you mentioned that because I have somebody in my life right now who was like a multitasker. Like I'm not just talking on the phone, but I'm, vacuuming or wiping down counters or putting laundry away and it's all that rush, 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 rush. And
yep.
then realizing, that's when accidents can happen. And this person actually broke their ankle. And it was just like not being mindful of doing 2 things at once, running in the house to get something, but not watching their footing. And then before you know it, right? And they're like, if it's taught me anything, it's that she said, I need to slow down and not worry about some of that stuff. So a little bit different than what you're talking about, but still the same idea of being rush, 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 rush with everything, and you know, pick everything up and overbook and all of that.
Yeah, and, maybe a lot of it is tied to, people wanting a 4-day work week now or whatever, like slow living, but Sheila's like, she gets bored because of life slowing down. Well, I just think it means that you're not as stressed out, you can say no. And wasn't it Oprah who talked openly about how she was always a yes woman? Like, somebody would ask her to do something, she would say yes, she would say yes, she would say yes, she would say yes, because she was worried about what people would think of her if she said no. And then, with therapy or whatever, she realized, no, I'm going to say no, and I don't have to provide an excuse why.
Yeah. Oh
But
no, I
right?
totally, I have no problem saying no. No. Somebody asked me
No,
something just last week, and I had like a quick moment of guilt. And then I'm like, nope. No is no with no explanation. Nope, I'm not doing it.
you're right. Yeah, and you don't have to say why.
No. Oh.
And I don't know. I think COVID has played a part in that. Don't you?
Oh, I think
I
so.
got to grab my water. I'll be right back.
And I think it's good. For all the parents, for example, and they've done all the studies on that even before COVID about how overbooking and overscheduling your kids, and they're in this and they're in that, and they do dance and they do soccer and they play hockey and they do, and it's like, slow down, like let kids sit and socialize with friends and learn that it's okay to be bored. I'm bored. That's okay to be bored. Find something to do without having to be stimulated every second of the day. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for anybody, kids or adults. I don't think. I can be a sloth if I want. Oh, easy peasy. I look at stuff around here and go, yeah, that looks like a lot of work with a lot of different variables included in that, like cleaning our garage. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I'll just let it fester.
But I think you and I have talked about this before, where I get mad at Craig when I have a day on a weekend and I'm just like, oh, I'm not going to do anything today. And then that's the day Craig decides he's going to,
Do something big.
yep. And then I feel guilty.
Here's the thing. But I understand what some people do too. Number one, you slow down when you're older. Like, a lot of people stay home. They're not going out as much. They're not traveling as much, right? We talked about this too. Like, you've got a window to do all these things in your life. So you automatically, a lot of people do anyway, slow down with age. So, and Dave is great at napping, and I get mad at him sometimes, and it's partly because I'm like, you just woke up. But other times I get my mad because I can't nap usually very well. But I'm like, you're going to sleep when you're old and you're dead. So there's that balance, I guess, right? You got to find that right mix.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah. And then you feel guilty when your husband or your partner's doing other things. It's like, can we discuss this in advance, please? Can we both pick a day when we're doing nothing?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I think it's good. And I think COVID has forced people to slow down. Lots of positives, believe it or not, about COVID, right? People are eating together more. They're not spending a ton of money eating out. So hopefully eating a little bit healthier, spending time with their families. I mean, there are positives to this. You got silver linings, silver linings.
I know when COVID first happened, there was a saying I think I posted on my Instagram, and it had a lot to do with, like, what if the world's trying to tell us something, you know, with this? Like we need to stop. We need to think about it. Oh, here it is. What if the universe is trying to get us to slow down, to stop producing, to stay home, let the earth breathe a little without all the extra pollution we cause, to take a step back, realize how we really impact earth and one another, that we aren't as significant or in control as we think we are. A virus can come through us and wipe us all out, but earth will still be here. We are all connected. Just like we can spread a disease, we can also spread love, kindness, and positivity.
Oh my God, you remember you saw the pictures when COVID first started and everything was locked down, like, Times Square in New York City, like not a car, not a person, nothing. It was kind of cool in some ways. So I agree with some of that, but um, I got a busy day today, so I can't talk about it anymore. I gotta go.
You're hilarious.
I know,
Uh,
right?
Lewis says naps rule. They do if you can do it.
If you can do it, yeah. I can only do it sometimes, not very often. Dave can take 2 or 3 a day. I'm like, what?
Is
Yeah.
it Mexico that has a siesta, or is it another country, whole city?
No, Mexico, Italy does too. All the shops in Italy, they close down between like, I don't know, 4 and 7, 3 and 7. I don't know. And then things open back up again. Everybody goes home for that break. They have dinner with their families. And then the shops open back up again. It's just
How
what
great is that?
great idea. I know. But that makes the difference. A lot of people there, they work to live, not live to work.
It's a mindset.
Not
It's a
everybody
culture.
yeah, not everybody needs to have the big, huge house and all the big fancy everything. And you know what else in Italy? A lot of young people, they don't work. Their parents just give them money. Doesn't work for me. That doesn't work in my house. Does not fly.
So what do you mean? What do you mean they don't work?
They don't work.
Like,
They don't work.
like what
Mom and
age?
dad will give them money. Yeah, teenagers on up to a certain period of time.
Well, they have to get a job sooner or later.
Eventually, but no rush.
Oh, well, that's like that here too.
Well, I guess maybe for some people. Not at my house. No,
Yeah, we have all kids working, which is great.
absolutely.
Like, where is everybody? They're working. Oh,
You
wow.
still have time to do stuff, even when you're working, and have fun.
True enough. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
ever see your kids that are working and be like, oh, I've got no time for fun. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, that wouldn't go in my house.
Yeah, work and school. Like my son just graduated and now he's working full time, and he's like, feels weird not having school, like not having that extra
Yeah.
responsibility,
Yeah.
that he used to do both and now he's just doing one. And it's like, I remember that feeling when I finished university. It was just work. It's like very freeing. It's like, oh, so is this what people were talking about? This is pretty good.
This is what adulting is.
Yeah, for
You got
sure.
launch, baby. You got to launch.
Yeah. Lots of our friends stayed at home years later in life. I couldn't wait for my independence. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it depends on how you're raised, right?
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess. Every bird gets kicked out of the nest. And if they don't, that's when you have some problems.
Well, that's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to move out and then, form your own family,
Yep.
have your own problems.
All right. We done? I'm ready.
Oh, I guess. Okay. Okay. Nice talking to you, Leah.
I know, right? Mike's
I
not
guess we're done.
You guys can go on tomorrow for like a half an hour.
All right. Nice talking to you. Thanks for filling in today for Mike. And Mike's on later on the shift. And then he'll be on the shift on Wednesday. And you'll be back on Wednesday with me, right?
Yeah. In the meantime, he's going to be talking to the Dougie boy. Dougie boy's going to be on this afternoon.
At 2:15.
At 2:15, yeah.
Yes.
Follow visit to Windsor today. So, yeah. There you go.
Okay. Have fun pickleballing.
Okay. Have fun.
See ya.